Peace and light, family. How y'all doing today? This is Brother Octavius again, also known as Gebre Selassie. Coming to you, I know it's been quite a while. And I apologize for that. But I want to come to you with the start of a 12-part series. And the series will be titled Our Creed. What do we believe? So, for those who don't know, a creed is like a statement, a profession of what you believe in. What are your standards? So, for us, the creed that we use, and that's taught by the church, is like the traditional summary statements of chief truths that all tewahido Christians believe in. So the point and purpose of this 12-part series is to provide our confession of faith, our creed, as a starting point for us to be on one accord fundamentally in our Christian faith. Now, I say a 12-part series, and that is because our creed can be broken down into 12 parts, or some may say 12 articles or 12 stanzas. And today we're going to deal with the first part. The first part of our creed goes, and either you can use I if you're by yourself praying the creed, or we, as communal. But it starts off, we believe in one God, Father Almighty, maker of heaven and earth, and of all things visible and invisible. Again, we believe in one God, Father Almighty, maker of heaven and earth, and of all things visible and invisible. Now, do you believe this? Do you believe in one God, the Father Almighty, the maker of heaven and earth, and of all things visible and invisible? For those who may be on the fence, let us go a little bit into why we believe in God. Since we are created by God and are meant to be and live in communion with God, belief in God is essential to our salvation. Belief in God is essential to our salvation. So, another question may be, who is God? And in all honesty, God, in essence, is unknowable. God, in essence, is unknowable. However, we can know God by his characteristics in creation. So that's how we get to know God. But to fully comprehend and understand God in essence is unknowable. And I've said it before, but I will reiterate, for anyone who can say that they fully understand the Creator has only created an idol for themselves. Anyone who states that they fully understand the Creator has only created an idol for themselves. Why would you say that, Brother Octavius? Well, the created can never fully understand the Creator. this table here in front of me will never fully know what the inventor of the table created it for. For example, the table could have originally been a chair, for all we know. But the created can never fully understand the creator. Now, God is the creator of all things. So you may have those who've said to themselves, well, how do you even know there is a God? How do you know God created us? For us, that's something that we don't think about, in the sense of, we know that God created us because we were created. Meaning, anything that is created has a creator. Anything that is created has a creator. Whether we're talking about the vehicle that you drive, the television that you watch, the cellular phone that you talk on, the light that you use for light, or the lamp that you use for lights, anything that is created has a creator. So that part of, how do we know there is a God, and how do we know that God created us? Again, when we say in our creed that we believe in one God, the Father Almighty, maker of heaven and earth, and of all things visible and invisible. So that goes to the materialistic world as well as the spiritual world that we may not have full knowledge of. Meaning, some are spiritually blind, so even to the point where they can't understand natural things. So there's no way for them to understand spiritual things. So that is one of the first things that you would have to ask yourself is, can I say that I fully believe the first part of this creed? Also, why is it important that we believe in one God? Why is there but one God? God is supreme. And not only is God supreme, but God is supremely perfect. God is infinite and cannot have an equal. Cannot. So some will say, hold on, brother Octavius, well, if God can't have an equal, then how do y'all believe in a Trinity? And that's a good question. See, when we speak of Trinity, that 3 and 1 and 1 and 3 is not like arithmetic digits, not like Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob are 3 different individuals. We're saying that is 3 persons, 1 essence. We're saying, again, from our very first part of the creed, that there's one God. There's some analogies that I go into for the mystery of the Holy Trinity. And if you would like me to upload that as a video, I do not mind. I would also like to let it be known that there is a book or booklet that I've written called TCC, which is Tewahido Christian Catechism, which explains um, the mystery of the Holy Trinity, as well as the other four pillars of our faith. So again, if you want me to touch more bases on that to bring more clarity and understanding to the best of my abilities, just leave a comment, post it in the comment, or again, you can go check out the Tewahido Christian Catechism on Amazon, written by me. And again, we can go further into that. So now the other part is of that God is the Father Almighty, maker of heaven and earth and of all things visible and invisible. So the visible world is what we see, whether it be the stars, the planet, the sun, the moon, the water, the trees, the grass. So it's the physical things that we see that we can say mankind did not create this. Human beings did not create this. We can sit back and look, and with intelligence and knowledge, just understand the visible world, the visible creation. Man did not create. Man did not create the gazelle. Man did not create the lion. Man did not create the moon. Man did not create the fish. So these are things that when it said that faith is the substance of things hoped for, evidence of things not seen. That's in Hebrews. So is the visible world is evidence of what we don't see. So that's he created the visible and invisible. So our celestial beings, what some will call angels, would be part of that realm as well. Our spirit beings, the messengers of God, the former messengers of God, the former angels that are now what people call fallen angels. So again, this very first part of our creed is we believe in one God, the Father Almighty, maker of heaven and earth and of all things visible and invisible. If you can say that you believe this, then please stay tuned for the next part to see if you believe that part as well. Again, the purpose and point of this series is to create a starting point for us to be on one accord fundamentally in our Christian faith, meaning for us to be tewahido. In the name of the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit, one God. Amen.